Throughout history, there have been individuals so charismatic and manipulative that they have led thousands down a path of destruction. In this video, we're going to dive deep into some of the worst cult leaders of all time. Now, I'm thinking about making this like a new series that I'll be doing, so let me know down below in the comments if this is something that you'd want to watch. Up first is David Berg. David Brandt Berg, also known as King David, Moses, Father David, or Grandpa to his followers, was the founder and leader of the cult generally known as the Children of God, and subsequently the Family International. Berg's group, founded in 1968 among the counterculture youth in Southern California, gained notoriety for incorporating sexuality into its spiritual message and recruitment methods. Berg and his organization were accused of a broad range of sexual misconduct, including child sexual abuse. Now, I'm not going to get too far into it because I actually just made an entire video on this cult. So I'm going to put it somewhere up here. Make sure you check that out. That is like it's a long video, but it dives into the entire history of David and this entire cult, because it's changed names like, I want to say maybe 6 times at this point, but you know what I mean? Basically, a little clip here, and then if you want to, go watch that full video, but we're moving on to the second person. Up next is Vissarion. Sergei Anatolovich Torab, known as Vissarion, is a Russian spiritual teacher and founder of the non-profit religious organization Church of the Last Testament, described by many organizations as a cult. Now, according to the followers of Sergei and some of his own explanations, on August 18, 1990, at the age of 29, Sergei had a spiritual awakening. He gave his first public teaching after awakening in Minsk on August 18th of 1991. Also, quick note, I just want to say if I mess up at any of these names, I promise you I am trying not to do that. But he founded the Church of the Last Testament, also known as the Community of Unified Faith, with its head church located in Siberia, Taiga, in the Minsk Basin east of Abakan, which is in the small settlement called Adobe of the Dawn, or the Sun City. Since then, the Christianity-based religious movement has amassed more than 10,000 followers around the world, with around 4,000 living in a few settlements in Siberia near Vissarion. As Vissarion, he teaches reincarnation, veganism, and harmonious human relations, predicting the end of the world. Since 1991, on the basis of Vissarion's meetings, teachings, and speeches, a multi-volume text called The Last Testament has been written, outlining a set of principles focused on the self-improvement, self-governance, and community of Vissarion. And in September of 2020, Vissarion and 2 of his close students were actually arrested and taken away from homes by helicopters during an operation by Russia's investigative committee. The Russian authorities accused them of creating a religious group whose activities may impose violence on citizens. Vissarion's arrest may have been part of a broader campaign against non-conformist religious groups by the Russian government. And basically, as of 2021 at least, he's still in prison and there's been no schedule of his trial or release date. And that was 2021. We're in 2024, still nothing. So I'm assuming this man and his 2 students are still sitting. So Glen Helzer is a self-declared prophet, former cult leader, and spree killer who founded and led the Children of Thunder. Sounds like they're a little bald and racist if you're asking me. I don't know. When I hear Children of Thunder, like, word, I guess that is a kind of a tough name, but at the same time, like, you definitely sound like you're bald and racist, cuz I can't lie. Helzer and his followers murdered 5 people as part of an extortion plot intended to accumulate, with Helzer taking over the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints and hastening the return of Christ. Among their victims was Selena Bishop, who was a daughter of blues guitarist Elvin Bishop. Glen Helzer and his brother Justin met Don Godman on Memorial Day of 1999 at a murder mystery diner hosted by a Mormon congregation in Walnut Creek, California. Now, Godman would become Justin's girlfriend and move into a house in Concord with the Helzer brothers in April of 2000. Glen Helzer was excommunicated from the Latter-day Saints Church in 1998 due to his drug use. Around this time, he declared himself a prophet. He developed a list of maxims he called the 12 Principles of Magic, by which he expected his followers to abide very, very strictly. He had plans to train Brazilian orphans to assassinate Mormon leaders so that he could take over the Latter-day Saint Church and start a self-help group called the Transform America, which was intended to create a state of peace and joy. Bro, these people are fucking nuts. Like, you heard what I just said, right? Like, I don't know. That makes sense only in a crazy person's head. Now, to finance his plans, Helzer developed a scheme to extort money from Ivan and Annette Steinman, which was an elderly couple in Concord, California, who had actually been Helzer's clients when he was employed as a stockbroker, so they kind of knew they had money. On July 30th of 2000, the Helzer brothers and Godman kidnapped the Steinmans and forced them to write checks for $100,000 before murdering them. I don't know why they thought this would even work. The trio then murdered Glen Helzer's girlfriend, Selena Bishop, on August 2nd in order to prevent her from potentially providing information that could lead to his arrest. Now, to extort the Steinmans' money, Helzer convinced Bishop, who actually knew him as Jordan, to open a bank account in her name for Helzer's use. He told her that he was inheriting a large sum of money, which he needs to hide from his ex-wife, so he needs her bank account. Helzer and Godman then went to Bishop's apartment, where Bishop's mother, Jennifer Vissarion, was staying. Helzer had decided to eliminate Vissarion because she had seen him and he feared that basically she could identify him and get him arrested again. This is kind of a running theme at this point. He murdered Vissarion and her friend James Gamble, who was just at the apartment that night, wrong place, wrong time, using a gun that was registered to Justin Helzer. The 5 murders were connected when police recovered duffel bags from the Sacramento River, which contained the dismembered remains of Bishop and the Steinmans. Investigators ended up searching the Steinman residence and found a note by Ivan Steinman mentioning Taylor Helzer. Now, friends of Bishop were shown a photo of Helzer, who they all identified as being named Jordan. Now, a DMV check revealed that he owned a 1998 Saturn sedan and Justin owned a white 1995 Nissan pickup, which matched the descriptions of the vehicles believed to be connected to these murders. Investigators also found that Justin had recently purchased a 9mm Beretta, which was the same gun used to kill Vissarion and Gamble. Fingerprints belonging to Justin and Godman were found in the Steinmans' van, which had been stolen and abandoned at this point. So they were super sloppy with this. Obviously, I mean, they're kind of fucking retarded. I don't know how else to put it at this point. Like, you killed a bunch of fucking people. You killed 5 people, bro. And you have like 3 of you involved. Like, this is not gonna go well. And you're killing off like your girlfriend. You've already lied to her. Like, all of her friends have met you. Like, they know what you look like. They don't know your real name. I don't know, bro. This is just like a whole fucking mess at this point, to be honest. On August 7, 2000, police arrested Justin Helzer and Godman at their Concord home. Meanwhile, Glen fled to a nearby house where he threatened a woman and demanded money, a gun, and a car. He cut off his ponytail and then left through the back door, and basically he was just arrested shortly after this. He wasn't getting away. Godman accepted a plea deal and agreed to testify against the Helzer brothers. She was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison for the murders and 12 years and 8 months for other charges related to the murders. She is fucked even though she took the plea deal. I mean, good for her, I guess. Now, Glen pleaded guilty to all charges and was sentenced to death. So he's done for. Justin pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, with his attorneys claiming that he had some crazy delusional disorder. But Justin was found guilty and sentenced to death. Justin attempted suicide in 2010 by jabbing pens into both of his eyeballs. He survived, but he was left blinded and had crazy brain damage. Now, Justin actually did kill himself by hanging later on in 2013 in prison at San Quentin. So yeah, honestly, I mean, fuck him. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't feel bad, bro. His girlfriend might be the dumbest out of all of them, bro. Are you kidding? Like, yo, you can clearly see your fucking man is insane, bro. And you're gonna go along. You're gonna kill 5 people with him, bro. I mean, ride or die for sure, but yo, you are dumb as fuck. Holy shit. And now you get to live out your life in jail. Like, that might suck even worse, bro. At least they got off easy. You might live to 80 in there, cause like, that shit's ass. Anyways, like I said at the beginning, if you made it this far, if you like this topic, if you like these kind of darker videos, let me know down below. I still got a list of people that I can go through and we can talk about them. And I got a couple that I need to make longer videos on because there is just so much information on it, to be honest. But anyways, if you stay this long, appreciate you, love you, hope you get laid. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Deuces. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell your friends to tell a friend. That's it. Deuces.